Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the final round of the AMA Supercross Series. Hello, everyone. I'm Art Eckman along with Dave Despain. Not too much mystique in this stadium here tonight as both the 125 and 250 crowds have already been secured. But jobs are on the line.
I think so. I don't think that anybody's in danger of having to hold up the sign that says we'll race for food. But I do think that, for example, Jeff Stanton is under a lot of pressure here tonight. He last won in this stadium a year ago, demonstrated that he still has the stuff that made him three-time champion. Unfortunately, we haven't seen that stuff lately. Michael Craig, same story. Got the big ride with Yamaha, replacing Damon Bradshaw. Huge career opportunity at the age of 25. Won early in the season, but same story. Michael, what have you done lately to keep that job?
One of the most unique items is one that we haven't seen the likes of since the Los Angeles Coliseum days.
Leave it to Las Vegas, the city that brought us the Knievel family, successfully and unsuccessfully trying to leap the fountains at Caesar's Palace, to come up with something like this.
They call it the kamikaze jump, Dave.
Indeed, Art, and the construction was a pretty interesting process. Rest of the racetrack is pretty unique. Over on the right, that's where the unusual stuff starts. Here's Rick Miller to tell us about it.
The idea came to us about 3 years ago when we came up with an idea of what would be more spectacular. The floor is unique in itself, that it's as long as the Super Bowl, but what can you do with it? It's real narrow. Well, the idea came, let's launch them up and over the locker room here and see if they could come back in with the same height. Well, it finally came to reality this year. Well, many years ago, the idea of coming up with a big, tall jump was done, but they ended up using scaffolding. It doesn't have enough, structure there to really hold the weight and the jumps and stuff. So the only way to do it, financially, was go ahead and put some flatbed trailers up there. So you look at some 22, 27-foot, 40-foot to try and get the angle and the ramp size, the approach to how far they're going to jump. So we've got a selection here of 22-foot trailers that we pulled out of the Navy. We've got every other flatbed trailer, 40-footers that Las Vegas has on site here. And we ended up putting 2 on each corner, going up and down on each side, along with about, I'd say there's about 75 house moving jacks under the roof in each of the locker rooms, just to keep the flex from having any effect to the concrete roof.
The fans love it, and most of the riders found it interesting. They like something different each time.
I like to see different stuff. I don't know if I'd want to see the same thing every week. That'd be the same, but to have different stuff and experiment, it's good for a change.
It's a lot of airtime, but the thing is the second jump is really peaked out. It's almost like a wall, and so we pretty much have to jump all the way over it.
Supercross qualifying from Las Vegas when we return.
I've heard estimates as high as 117 degrees. Thermometers all over town in triple digits. In any case, it is hot out here.
Lamps in the whole shop, and look what happened to the Kawasaki riders. First of all, Kudrowski goes down, and then watch number 7 on the left. Whoa! LaRocco went head over heels in a very difficult and technical woody. It was a real bar-banging battle that Swink took advantage of. Lamson got the checkered flag.
Was Swink protecting the inside?
50 qualifying. Emig, a great start, whole shot. Jeremy McGrath is right there. Michael Craig, as well as Jeff Stanton. Stanton number 5, Craig to the inside, number 19.
Looked for a moment like Emig was going to make this whole shot stick, but Jeremy's got the right line. Just a nice, gentle block pass with no contact, which you always look for between these two. And McGrath set sail.
The one thing the qualifying rounds showed us early was that if you get out in front and can get through the whoops, you've got this race made.
Emig with a mistake there, just overshot his line and left number 5, Jeff Stanton, to go by. Stanton, who won this race a year ago, over the triple, and just left Stanton behind.
Out in front, as accustomed, this year anyway, number 1, Jeremy McGrath.
Yeah, doing the knack, despite the fact that he's got a bad cold. But watch this. I'm so far ahead, I'll just stop and stall my motorcycle and start it again and never lose the lead.
And that's exactly what he did. Emig would nail down second, but here was the real battle for the transfer spot. Henry and Craig. Henry had banners in his wheels as McGrath goes over with the checkered flag, and Henry will take the final transfer spot.
Not enough banner there to cause a problem, apparently. Those things, of course, can get
The 250 finale for the 1994 season. Defending champion Jeremy McGrath, with the #1 plate from last year, has already secured the 250 title for this year. And it is Jeremy with the great break. He will get the whole shot. #1 out in front. Look out. This track is his kind of track. Privateer Yamaha's 21, Matasevich. Then the factory man, Craig, number 19, on the trail. Then the red Yamaha #8 is Henry. He's doing battle right now with Michael Craig.
LaRocco got a bit better start this time. He's 5th behind this group and headed for the front, but the race is for 2nd as Jeremy got the whole shot, and boy, he has split. Look out. They may have seen the last of him.
Craig and Henry behind number 21, Jeff Matasevich, as they come off the kamikaze jump. Matasevich, a true privateer this year, has had a decent year.
His determination to get back a factory ride was the motivator. The big rumor here this weekend is that he's lining up some kind of a deal with KTM. Nobody's making any comment officially about 1995.
Jimmy Button off the course, number 34. And here comes Mike LaRocco, sailing over Doug Henry. Henry's teammate, incidentally, Lamson, is way back in last place here on the first lap. Jeremy's consistency of staying on the podium.
Speaking of Jeremy's consistency, that's what we're looking at, isn't it? Look at the lead that he's built over LaRocco. This is incredible this early in the event.
McGrath with a 5-second lead already.
He likes the racetrack, and when Jeremy is fifth, another little bobble for Kedrowski as we go up to Jeremy McGrath and watch the leader's style around here. Let's hear from Jerry Bernardo with Skip Norfolk.
Did you just say plus 14 on Mike LaRocco?
Yeah, right now things are going good. He's got really good lines out there. You know, he's been wanting to do this all year long, and it's really good that he's finally got a chance to go out there and dominate like he did last year. Right now he's pumped. Things are going good. And it's been a difficult year, a tough year mentally, but this is letting it go. He's having fun right now.
While Jeremy's having fun, Henry wants a little bit of the action. He's taking on the chicken, Jeff Matasevich, number 21. They're over the locker room, coming off the kamikaze jump right now. Henry, wheel to wheel with Matasevich, has got the inside.
What a terrific.
Henry's bobble. Henry does the trick. Well, he was able to focus, and meanwhile, out in front, Jeremy McGrath. McGrath, the fastest qualifier. It's been 7 events since a rider has won a race and was the fastest qualifier.
There's Lamson making his pass on Lusk, and that's for 7th spot. No, Ezra comes right back at him. Lamson made a little mistake there.
And Lamson zeroes it on him off the kamikaze jump. Good race by these two lads.
A terrific charge for Steve Lamson. That's the way you like to end the season. Well, not in 7th spot, but you like to end.
Mike LaRocco is not picking up any space with Jeremy McGrath out in front of him.
Not gaining a bit. The interval is well over 15 seconds. LaRocco just doesn't seem to be able to do that patented LaRocco charge. We've seen him run Jeremy down this year. He can't do it tonight. McGrath is really performing miracles out there.
Well, I wonder if it's the heat or maybe a mechanical type situation that's holding him back.
Now we'll have to wait till after the race to find out the answer to that. I'm curious about what Skip Norfolk said. A tough season mentally for Jeremy McGrath. He wins 9 out of 15 races, his 2nd consecutive championship. He's 22 years old. I'm not sure I understand the mentally tough part. Is it adding up the money? Is that the hard part of this?
And no one has done what Jeremy McGrath probably will do here with this huge lead, unless he gets another flat tire.
Oh, true.
And that is place at least in the top 10 in every race for 2 years and win 2 championships at the same time.
That's every Supercross race he's ever run in the 250 class. He's never been out of the top 10. What a guy.
Checkered